Here is a productive morning routine that you can try. So there's this saying that I really like, and it's called conquer the morning to conquer the day. And this is so true because if you have a bad morning, you're going to have a bad day. It's just how it works. That's how your brain works. It's how you get momentum. If you have a good morning, you're going to have a good day. If you have a bad morning, you're going to have a bad day. Like, let's say you start scrolling and then you go and maybe let's say you do something bad and jerk off. That's bad momentum. And then you're going to have so much momentum to have a bad day. But if you have a good start to your day, you start out by eating clean, you start out by meditating and working on your business or working on homework, whatever it is, you're going to have the momentum to have a really good, productive day. So here is a productive morning routine that you can try. So the first thing, the morning starts the night before. Now, the reason I say this is because if you start your morning really tired because you went to bed too late and it's really hard for you to get going, you're not going to have as much of a productive day if you went to bed early on time. Because what I've noticed is when I have a good night routine, my morning is amazing. So what you need to do before you go to bed is obviously limit blue light, go to bed on time. That is the most important thing. Make sure you are getting 8 hours a night. And if you can, plan your day beforehand. Because if you can plan your day the night before, you know exactly what you need to do. So that is one of the most important parts. It's not really like a morning routine doesn't really matter what you do specifically. You just have to get the ball rolling. You got to get momentum going. Because if you don't start your morning the night before, you're going to have to plan your whole day in the morning. And that's going to waste some time. That's not very productive. So you need to make sure, you don't have to completely plan it out. Just mentally be like, okay, I need to do this. I need to get this done. Just mentally prepare yourself for the upcoming day. And if you want to write things down, that is absolutely fine. That also works too. That works amazing. But you're not required to do that. That's not going to, change anything. That's not going to change anything significantly, but it will help a little bit. So I also want you to avoid the cute stuff. None of this, I start out with a 20-minute cold shower and then I do affirmations in the morning and then I go into, meditate and then I edge for 3 hours to get that testosterone boost. You don't need to do any of that cute productivity stuff. I'm not here to give you productivity tips and tricks. Those do work, but I'm here to actually bring you value. Don't do these cute things. Get to work, bro. When you can get ahead, bro. The cute stuff will work, but it's not necessary in the mornings. Do it like when you have all of your big work stuff done. You can meditate when all of your work stuff is done. Now, journaling, that is the one exception. Journaling before your day starts will help clear up your mind. And I've actually would recommend that and give it a try if you want. But even at that, you don't need it by any means. Make sure you are getting the most important work done as soon as possible. Eat the frog. If you don't know that concept, eat the frog basically means what would you rather? Eat the frog first and then have the meal to enjoy your big meal, all the good stuff, steak, eggs, whatever, fruits, or would you rather eat that first and then eat the frog afterwards? Well, obviously you want to enjoy your meal, but if you don't, then you're just going to keep thinking about, I have to eat this frog after this steak, bro. And it's that's basically what that eat the frog concept means if you don't know this already. And it's basically get the hardest thing out of the way so that way you can enjoy your day, or your day is a lot easier at least. So now we'll get into what I actually do for my morning routine. So obviously, wake up, go to the bathroom. I don't need to be now I brush my teeth, guys. You already know that. Don't be stupid. What I do is though, I wake up in between 5 to 7 a.m., preferably 5 to 5:30. It really just depends on the day and what I'm doing. But typically I go to bed 9:30 and wake up about 5 to 5:30. What I do then is I just kind of look at myself in the mirror, try to get that tiredness out of me. Sometimes I'll like just look at myself and do a few affirmations. It doesn't hurt too bad, but I don't look at myself for 15 minutes and do affirmations. I'm not retarded. Once that's like original sleepiness, once that urge to go back to bed gets out of me, which usually takes like 3 to 4 minutes, I put my contacts in and I head down to my basement and I start my day. I start scripting videos. I start learning whatever I need to really do. A lot of times I'll learn because I can't really record videos at 5 a.m. because my family's asleep and I don't want to wake them up. So typically I either learn or I script videos, and a lot of times I'll edit as well. So it really just depends on what I need to be done, but you need to get some type of good work done or some type of productive learning. And the reason I wake up so early is because it really helps me focus because everyone's asleep. Because I have a big family. I have like 5 siblings. And so it gets kind of loud here sometimes. I wake up that early because I can really just focus. I don't have any distractions. I don't hear stomping around. I don't hear yelling. It's really peaceful. And the whole entire neighborhood is asleep. I can go outside and literally just let my thoughts run if I want to. And it's so peaceful waking up early. Now, some people are like, oh, you don't need to wake up early, just get the work done. The reason I recommend waking up early is because it gives you that almost ego boost to be like, oh yeah, I am productive. Oh, I am this entrepreneur, this really productive guy. It gives you that ego boost. It just sets your mindset up. It sets your mindset up really well. That's why I wake up early. Now, you don't have to wake up early, but I would, like, if I were you, I would wake up early just because it really helps you with your mindset and stuff. So usually after I get my big work task done and I'm done learning or whatever it is that I do for the day, I usually go and eat a low carb breakfast. And the reason I eat specifically low carb is because carbs can a lot of times give you brain fog, which is going to affect your work. And what I've noticed about myself is I'm really sensitive to certain carbs. So I can't really eat rice or in the morning. Nobody really does that, but I don't really eat rice in general just because it gives me brain fog. And really oatmeal. Oatmeal is a big no because for one, oatmeal is trash for you. Oatmeal, if you think oatmeal is healthy, you're cooked because oatmeal is absolutely not healthy for you at all. But oatmeal, like, it just makes me feel sick. Like it makes my blood sugar spike and I feel really bad. So I really stay away from oats, those kind of carbs. But I will say fruit is fine for me. I don't get brain fog from fruit, but that's just me personally. So just, you need to know what's good for yourself. I usually eat bacon and eggs every morning, which is it's really good for testosterone, by the way. And it really just helps me stay focused, and I'm not hungry anymore, so I don't have to worry about like hunger or anything, get distracted by hunger. So I usually eat low carb, higher in calories, like 400 to 500 calories typically, but make sure it's just low carb, especially if you are sensitive to carbs. Then after that, I go and make a coffee, the caffeine really helps you focus, and it's not like bad caffeine like from energy drinks. And if you drink energy drinks, by the way, you are a pussy. Probably a soy boy too. Coffee, especially like if you can get like organic coffee, that's really good for you. I don't get that just because it's kind of a hassle for me, and I'd prefer just go instant coffee instead of like brewing it. Caffeine really helps you focus, and it helps me focus really well. Sometimes I get a little anxious on it, so I try to stay away from it if I can, but it will help me focus from time to time. So I'll usually drink a cup of coffee every once in a while. I don't know, bro. It's just the caffeine really will help your brain dial in, so you can smash out a really good work session after that. And that's usually what I do after breakfast, is get another work session in and get ahead in the game. So a lot of times it'll be editing, finishing up videos, or it'll be, again, scripting more videos. So And sometimes I will actually end up recording because my family's starting to wake up and stuff. So I will sometimes actually record during that time. But you need to get another work session in, because getting your work sessions in for the day in the morning is really nice, because then you can go to the gym after in the afternoon. You can hang out with friends. You can do really whatever you want. You can go on random side quests, bro. And I think that's really valuable in life, is going on side quests and getting that life experience, because you don't want to be a boring person when you're 30 years old. And I see that in a lot of young entrepreneurs, is they isolate themselves and they don't socialize at all, which I really think is a bad thing. And it's a sad thing, because they're grinding away, which is great, but they're losing so much life experience because they want to get rich quick. They want to become a millionaire by 21. I think being a millionaire by 21 seems cool, but I'm going to get that life experience because I don't want to be autistic. I don't want to be socially autistic, and I want to become a charismatic person, you know. I want to be the best man I can possibly be. And that's not just finances. That's not just being rich. Being rich doesn't make you a man. It certainly helps, but if you don't know how to change a tire, if you don't know how to take care of a woman, you are not a man. You are a boy. That's kind of this is such a side rant, bro, but you have to go on side quests. And that's why you have to have a productive morning routine. That's why you have to be productive, because you need to have life experience when you get older. Because otherwise, you are going to get into the world and be lost. By the way, bro, if you've watched this whole video, you are meant to be something great, and I want to help you. So check out the top link in the description, and I can't wait to see you inside. Thank you for watching, bro. God bless you, and I will see you in the next one.